Morning, Slippery here. How are we going? Another lovely Queensland morning. Of course, it's nice and cool outside, so if I sniffle, I do apologise again. It's 6 degrees with a light westerly blowing, so for us Queenslanders, we're shivering in our boots, whereas most southern people, brown t-shirt, singlet, nothing at all maybe, who knows. Right, funny story this morning. Well, the neighbour thought so, I didn't really. So I live on a little bit of acreage, so there's a little bit of distance between myself and the neighbour next door. Our decks sort of face west, so he's looking out that direction, I'm looking out this direction. Anyway, so I was inside, wind trainer this morning, so air conditioner on because it's a little cool. I don't mind, I just sort of sit it on there and it's down the other end of the room, so it doesn't usually affect you too much. So this morning was low heart rate for half an hour with breathing restrictor. Actually, no, it's 45 minutes, sorry, with breathing restrictor on. So with breathing restrictor, they talk an altitude mask. It's not really an altitude mask, it's just a breathing restrictor. It just makes you work harder. It makes the lungs push, suck harder. And it also actually helps with your breathing into your nose, out through your mouth. Another video. Anyway, had it on. So on bike, half bib nicks, no top, breathing restrictor on, hair still messy from sleeping because I've only just, got up. Now I've got a cat that's 20, so she's getting on, has no idea where the toilet is, it's just anywhere on the floor. So you really got to time it when you get up. So you get up, feed cat, leave her outside for a bit, she does her business, comes back inside. Happy days. I forgot to do that this morning, so I'm quite happily chugging along on the bike, sucking down the big ones. Glance to my left, there's Cat just about to do her business, so I've sort of tried to yell, but with mask on you sound like Darth Vader. Without the, you get the, didn't go too well. Anyway, off bike really quickly, so quick transition. Grab the cat, dart outside, fluffy cat in hand, breathing restrictor on, half bib nicks, half covered in a little bit of sweat. The neighbour's next door, with his coffee in hand, turns to see what's going on because he heard the door slide open. He's just I'm standing there. How you going, mate? All good? Yeah, not a good look. Not a good look. Quite funny this morning, but anyway, what else do you do? Have Cat go do his business inside? No. Very funny. Magnesium. So we covered a few others. Your spirulina, your maca, a few other little bits and pieces, collagen. So we're going to dive into the elements, or the minerals I should say. Now, I could quite happily bet money, which I don't, that the population of, let's say, your general Joes, I reckon 90% of those people would be magnesium deficient. The amount of people I see coming through the doors, asking for, have you got something for leg cramps or restless legs, or I've got a twitch, or I've got this, and it's like, magnesium, big time. I'm going to apologise up in advance if I sniffle, because like I said, it's a bit cool. I'll grab a tissue. But I find a lot of it, sorry, one take you get to do all this stuff, not even think about it. So it's quite out there, and it's quite, I'm going to say rampant, because it's so many people suffer from it, I think. Now, as triathletes, I think, yes, you use your electrolytes, which contains magnesium, it contains calcium, sodium, potassium as well, but, you still don't get enough of it. And I'm just going to revert back to a statement I said in a previous video where I had an old gentleman who was a farmer, and he was sort of saying that the plant doesn't get a great deal out of the soil anymore, it's just there to hold it up. And you do see a lot of it, and you get a lot of guys and girls who come through the doors and they're doing training, they're doing running maybe, or triathlon, and it's like, I'm just not sleeping properly, or I'm still having cramping issues, and I'm going, you're just still not getting enough of it, are you? So that's what usually generates the question from people is like, I get a cramp, or I cramp while I run, or I cramp while I bike, or I cramp while I swim. And it leads back to not having enough of that magnesium in our system to do your repair function at night and also during the day. So, most athletes are lacking in that area. Obviously talk to quite a few of them, and some of them are actually on the ball and they're up to speed on it. So magnesium, very important. Yes, it's in your electrolytes, but I still believe you need more. So getting it from your foods, like I said, getting harder. You've got to eat more of it, or those higher magnesium foods. So little things like chia seeds, we find, or research that actually are high in magnesium. So, you get your organic chia seeds, which are the flavour of the month at the moment, or flavour of the year at the moment, whatever you want to call it. So having those in your diet, your smoothie, on top of yogurt, it's going to boost the magnesium. At night, I like to get a magnesium supplement into my system. Now, when you're looking at magnesium supplements, there is so many varieties, and I've found companies are starting to cheat the system a little bit. They're giving you lower grade minerals in their products, all right? So you really got to keep an eye on this one. So when you go to your health food shop or wherever you get your supplements from, start asking some questions. Now, I like to look at chelates and glycinates or gluconates. There are a lot of others around, particularly oxide starting to raise its head a lot more. I see it a lot more in subs, and oxide in high amounts is going to end up, it's basically a gastric emptier. So you're going to be on the can really quick if you take too much of it. And you look at some of the actual cleanser products, and they're high in magnesium oxide, so that sort of lets you in a little secret down. Don't go too much magnesium oxide. Now, the other thing to keep an eye on, this is a little trick that just to watch out for, I guess, probably more than to actually go, oh yeah, it's a trick, is that some of the companies put vitamin B in their powders. So you've got powdered mags, or you've got capsule magnesium, you've got liquid magnesium, you've got spray on magnesium. Don't get me started on spraying magnesium. But yeah, so when you're looking at the back of the product, check for the B's. Now, B's, superb, first up of the morning, not at night. If you take your magnesium supplement at night with vitamin B, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to be like beaming. You're going to be going, why can't I sleep? And it's the vitamin B content, because it'll ramp us up. Used as a balancer, but most times it'll push us up. Because we're fatigued, it'll push us up, all right? So remember that. So magnesium at night, you want to look for a magnesium chelate, glycinate, gluconate. You want to look for something that's got probably a little bit of glutamine in it, maybe a little bit of potassium, sodium, just the electrolyte component. Something nice high. Now, again, people will get confused in the amounts of magnesium. A lot of the companies with their clever marketing now will actually put on the front 1,000 milligrams of magnesium. Oh, great, I'm all over that. Have a look at the fine print. You want to look at elemental magnesium, right? That's the number we were looking at. Now, a lot of the companies in Australia have to declare that by law, but I have found some of the not bagging the US guys, they don't declare it. They won't say on there. They'll just go magnesium. And you can go, I have no idea. You got to ring the company, email, and find out. So keep an eye on that one. Around the 300 to 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium is what we're looking for at night, if you want to use it at night. During the day, around about the same. You can put the vitamin B's in it if you've got extra cash to buy 2 versions of it. That's not a problem. In your electrolytes, again, most companies don't declare exactly how much elemental magnesium is in it or what it is. I've seen some good ones where they say magnesium, calcium, sodium, but they won't tell you what it is. I can guarantee it'll be oxide from a magnesium point of view. So you got to do some homework on that one. Ask the person selling the product what it is. If they don't know, can you ring or find out for me, because you need to know. Last thing you want to do is start hammering down oxide, and your oxide in your supplement, oxide in your electrolyte, and you're halfway through a training set and you're going, uh-oh, I've got to go. And that's what it does. I've been there, done that. Well-known company in Australia had that, and before they brought in the law of what they had to specify, they used a lot of oxide. So here's old slippery bagging down a heap of magnesium or electrolyte going, yeah, this is great. And I'm like, Ding, ding, ding. Nope. I'm glad I was home on the trainer because I had to go quickly, very quickly. All right, so that's what it does. Magnesium. So like I said, sleeping at night is great for helping the muscles relax. So magnesium controls all the firing process of our muscles, all right, all the chelated and glycinates and gluconates do. So that relaxes the muscle. So relaxing the muscle at night gives the muscle ample, I'm going to say space, but it relaxes to a point so it's the repair phase is easier, faster for you, all right? And that's what we're aiming at, not necessarily to give us a better night's sleep. That's just the added bonus for mags, but it actually relaxes the muscle enough to help that repair process, to flood the cells full of all its nutrients that it needs to do the repair phase, all right? That's why you feel better in the morning, all right? So take that, run with it. Like I said, if you haven't got a mag supplement, go and check one out if you think you need it. If you're finding you're getting your muscles are really tight, really sore, cramping, you're getting eye twitches, you're getting little jolts and stuff like that, it's usually a good indicator your magnesium is down a little bit, right? So go and do that. So I should just add to that, if you're a heavy sweater, me included, you need more of it, right? So you need to keep that hydration with electrolyte through. I'm just going to tack on the back of this bit and I'll point it out in another vid as well, but overhydration, right? So if you're taking on a lot of water, believing you're doing a good thing, just be careful you don't overhydrate and start flushing your minerals out of your system, including your magnesium, all right? So that can happen, I've seen it. So people are thinking, oh, you know, 4 or 5 liters a day is great for me. I'm like, but are you actually having enough of the electrolytes or magnesium to actually counteract that? And you'll find that that's another thing you can actually encounter if you're drinking too much water. For water amounts, again, spell out another video, but if you're looking just for the average person, around 2.5 liters a day. As an athlete, every hour we train, we're looking roughly about 1 liter extra, okay? So just keep that in mind. I'm going to sign off for the day and have a bit of a giggle over my neighbour. I shall have to go and explain that later this afternoon. Poor guy. I have no idea what he was thinking. He didn't have a very... the smile on his face indicated it's like, what on earth are you doing? Anyway, that's life. Cool. Have a cracker day, guys. I shall see you on the next video. Have a good one. See ya.